going to pick up on a story we were looking at last week, Charlie, when we were talking, a week before even, we were talking about people buying stamps. They're expensive enough, the price rises we've seen, but actually the stamps they're buying are counterfeit. That's right, it's a real problem at the moment. People in the UK getting caught out by a rise in counterfeit Royal Mail stamps. Claims this morning now that China is behind the problem. Ben's been taking a look at this for us. And Ben, what we do know already is it's very hard to tell the difference, is the basic problem.
Yeah, and that's the heart of the problem. You may think, of course I'd be able to spot a fake, but can you? Let me show you a couple of examples. Can you tell the difference between these two stamps? Well, in this case, the one on the left here is real, the one on the right isn't. But it can be really difficult to spot a genuine from a fake. Now, barcoded stamps were introduced back in 2022 to cut down on the sale of fakes. But recently, people around the UK have been getting caught out and being charged £5 to collect their post because the stamp attached isn't actually valid. And there are now claims that China is behind the counterfeits, with reports that people are unknowingly buying the fakes from Chinese firms through various online marketplaces. The founder of one national security think tank told Breakfast that we don't know the extent to which the Chinese government is involved, but he said we do know that Chinese firms are. And he questioned why the Chinese Communist Party would be allowing it to happen. Royal Mail itself hasn't commented directly on those claims, but it has told us it's working hard to essentially remove counterfeit stamps, regularly monitor online marketplaces and work closely with retailers and law enforcement agencies to identify those who are producing the fakes. Speaking to BBC Watchdog last night, Royal Mail's David Gold said the chance of getting a counterfeit stamp is still low.
People should understand that the overwhelming majority of stamps on sale are legitimate. In fact, since we introduced barcoded stamps, which means that every stamp is unique, we've cut the number of counterfeit stamps coming through the network by 90%. And what that means is that the number of stamps that we are spotting account for less than 0.1% of the total stamps going through the network.
Even so, Watchdog did speak to people who'd ended up with fake stamps despite buying them at the post office inside their local convenience shops. If you're worried, some of the things to look out for are strange perforations around the edge, a shine to the surface, or the colour looking slightly off. Charlie.